facing each other for one title. The one true title, the legitimate, universally recognized, undisputed championship of the world.
So May 2016, we have two of the biggest fucking gaming companies on the planet going toe to toe in the ring for the FPS championship title and possibly the game of the year. There can only be one winner, one loser, and of course one true FPS champion. But how can this be decided between two mind-blowing games? In the ring, of course. We will judge each game on a round for round basis on all the key elements of the game, covering 5 rounds. At the end of the battle, we'll have a clear winner, and who knows, maybe even a knockout. In the red corner, coming out of retirement after 10 years, we have the flag-bearing champion of FPS games, id Software's Doom. In the blue corner, we have the challenger and newcomer in the FPS arena, Blizzard's very own Overwatch. And it's just like the Thunderdome. 2 games enter, 1 game leaves. Who's going to win? Let's find out.
Let's get ready to rumble!
So in round 1, we're going to be looking at the multiplayer environment graphics in both games. And to start with, we're going to kick off with Doom. Now, the multiplayer graphics within Doom was just above average in my opinion. Had they used the campaign style graphics, then they would have won this round hands down, but they didn't. They played it safe and went for performance and optimization for the multiplayer experience, dropping all the graphics down and detail so that the gameplay would be a hell of a lot better. And it is, and I get it. However, I was still disappointed and I expected a lot more. Now, the terrain in places was colourless and lifeless, and in some points it was quite bland. However, they did make up for it with the lighting effects, which was really good, and overall the rendering of the whole game and the multiplayer experience was top notch. But in summary, I was hoping for a lot more, and let's hope we get that when they release the full game. So moving on to Overwatch now and looking at the multiplayer graphics within the game. Now, the graphics within the multiplayer environment of Overwatch is absolutely top class, and you won't find a more highly polished game than this anywhere on the planet. And throughout my whole gaming history, I've never seen a game that looks this good. Now, they've put an abundance of colours into this game, as well as great lighting effects, good shadow effects, buildings and environment. It all gels together really well, and it's such a great level of detail in terms of gunshots, explosions and all the effects that go into this game. It just works, and they've just put so much detail in it, it's incredible. So in summary, as it stands, I know they've got a few more tweaks to make towards the graphics, but apart from that, as it is, it's perfect. So moving on to round 2 now, we're going to talk about the gameplay engine in both these games. So id Software have pushed the boundaries of their id Tech 5 engine and developed the id Tech 6 purposely for this Doom release, and it's an absolute masterpiece in all respects. Now, comparing both gameplay engines side by side, I can tell you now that the Doom game is a hell of a lot faster. The whole gameplay experience is a lot smoother, and you get that adrenaline rush whenever you're playing Doom. I mean, it's just fast-paced action from start to finish. And in summary, I think id Software have dialed this engine in perfectly and used every ounce of their historical FPS gaming experience to produce an engine of this quality. Jumping back to Overwatch now, as we're all aware, Overwatch has had their own proprietary game engine, custom built by Blizzard, and it's really good. However, it did appear to fall short on a few key aspects, such as gameplay speed. It also became choppy at times, and overall it lacked the smoothness of Doom in comparison. But more importantly, the adrenaline rush threshold that is quintessential to any great FPS game seemed to fall below the mark on several occasions, which is a real shame as the game has all the potential and foundations to reach this critical point. In summary, a few more tweaks and adjustments, and this engine is pretty much there. So round 3 is all about eSports. So kicking off with Doom's eSports compatibility, without question it was designed with this in mind. It has all the classic attributes already integrated into the game, such as weapon changes, in-game buffs, enhancements and round start bonuses. There's also the critical aspect of custom map design that will allow events to take place in tailor-made environments. In summary, everything is in place, and from the off this game is well and truly eSports ready. Now, Overwatch will also be great for selective eSports events, but sadly it doesn't tick every box on the FPS compatibility list for me, such as in-game weapon swaps, but one really big flaw was the fact that you never run out of ammo, which is a key variable for any eSports game. I mean, what the fuck, Blizzard? 3 words for you guys: fix that shit. In summary, Overwatch is extremely complex in terms of all the player abilities and will take some getting used to. Although great for casual gaming, for esports it comes across as a little bit overbaked, but fundamentally it lacked the design focus required for the competitive side of gaming, which is a real shame. So round 4 is all about the game development. So id Software have already made it clear on their commitment to developing the Doom game further throughout the year with future DLC releases. To bolt onto this, the game includes a map development tool called SnapMap for the end users, which will be well embraced by the Doom community. id Software have also stated that modding will be available later in the year, which is extremely encouraging for all the enthusiasts out there. In summary, id Software have already set the tone and stance on how committed they are towards this game. Let's just hope they follow it through. Now, we all know that Blizzard are always all in terms of their commitment towards gaming, and as an avid Blizzard fan, I know they will develop Overwatch heavily over the years to come, with additional maps, account rewards and character content. However, they have made it clear there will not be any modding or map development tools available for the foreseeable future, which isn't really surprising, but there will be numerous updates or patches throughout the year to accommodate the end user and their thirst for new content. In summary, Blizzard always look after their customers, and we all know that for a fact, but new content tends to be drip fed over a specific time frame, which can be frustrating for the end user. So moving into round 5 now, and it's all about the overview of both games. So Overwatch is already a great game even before its release date, and can guarantee it will be around for a very long time with a huge fan and player base, which goes without saying. There is a bucket load of content to learn, understand and more importantly master, which is simply gaming candy for the true FPS gamer out there. Personally, I'm really looking forward to playing Overwatch and seeing how this game develops in terms of content and the community. Blizzard understand what we as gamers need and have simply taken every element from all of the best games over the last 5 years, thrown them into a blender and produced one universal game to cater for all the gamers on this planet, and to be fair, they've done a brilliant job. Now, Doom has reignited that spark that seems to be missing from a mountain of FPS games that have been produced over the last 5 years. They've gone straight in and designed Doom to be about integration with the end users, and to top all that, they've produced this game for the more mature gamer, which I completely admire, as a proper FPS game should be about great kill scenes, blood and gore, and on that front Doom has ticked every single box, hands down. Doom is a game that will keep you fixated and immersed for a very long time, and already this game has great potential to be enhanced and developed into something rather special and unique in terms of the complete multiplayer gaming experience. And there we go, the final round and the end of the battle, and we've got a clear winner. The FX Stream FPS Game of the Year and still undisputed champion, the one and only Doom. Well done id Software, brilliant game. Now, to finish off this battle, and despite the outcome, which was simply for fun and based on my opinion, both games will be fantastic to play when they're released in May, and I can recommend that you buy and play both of these, as they are both winners in terms of great FPS games. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. It was just for fun. Please like and sub, and catch you next time, and feel free to watch more videos within our channel. Catch you later, guys.